get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Wilson now off the bootleg. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Finding some room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run it with Carson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard. Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15.
Let's go, D. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You're trash.
Wilson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Play action, it's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat, it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Wilson on the keeper. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith there to make the grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he stopped immediately there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Wilson on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come. But they never did.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15 he goes.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Carson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Touchdown! Chris Carson from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They go play action with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down and 4.
Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Rager.
34 yards.
And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. A big mistake there. You just got the lead 4th quarter, and now they start at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second down at 4.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action now. Wilson. A little short pass. This is Everett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it. On the move to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. On second down now, it's Carson.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Wilson to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing now is Wilson. Rolling, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.